He has been married for 22 years and has 2 sons, with the youngest just starting college. He has also a few hobbies, one of which is deer and hog hunting, and another one that he will share with us in his speech. Speech title is The Dark Side in Me. Larry Harmon, The Dark Side in Me.
How many of you, when you look at me, you think, that guy works in an office? He probably does accounting, or finance, or taxes, or computer support. Well, you'd be right. I do. All those things. But there's a dark side in me. I am a motorcycle rider. Back in 2002, when I started making a little bit more money, I got bit by a motorcycle fever. Now my buddies all rode motorcycles, and I couldn't be the only one without a play toy. So me and my wife, we went shopping. We looked at everything there was on the market. We went to every dealership in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I sat on every bike there was to see how they fit and see if it was comfortable and see whether I liked it. Now one day, sales rep comes up to me and he says, "Hey, you want to take that for a ride?" "Yeah." "You got a motorcycle license?" "No." "Motorcycle license? I don't need no stinking motorcycle license. What I need a motorcycle license for? I didn't even have a motorcycle." Well, come to find out, the police kind of frown on if you ride a motorcycle without a motorcycle license. They told me, there's a safety course you could take. Well, they teach me how to ride a motorcycle. Well, it'd been since high school since I'd ridden a motorcycle, and even then, that was a dirt bike. So I took the course, and I got my motorcycle license. Pretty cool, huh? But I didn't have a bike. And since I couldn't find anything that fit my tiny little price range, we continued to shop. Well, Christmas rolls around, and we went all out. We got us motorcycle helmets and gloves. We were done. We were on the road. My wife was behind me. We'd pull up to an intersection or a red light. People be staring and looking. And if you ask my wife, it's because we was in our Toyota Corolla with the windows rolled down making these motorcycle noises. But I knew better. It's because they was checking out my stuff. Oops, that was wheelie. But I still didn't have a bike. So we kept looking. Well, Christmas rolls around, springtime rolls around, and I found this dude who's going to sell me his old bike. And it fit my price range. Okay, it didn't fit my price range, but I talked him into my price range. And we was on the road. We was done. I took that bike home, and my wife and I rode that thing every day. She'd come in from work, and she'd be like, "Honey, let's go for a ride." "Honey, you want to go for a ride?" "Honey, let's go for a ride." "Okay, let's go. Get on." So we get on, and we'd ride around the city and see how, get to feeling the bike, see how it felt, get a little more comfortable with it. And as our rides got longer, my smile got bigger. I even went out, and I bought me a motorcycle jacket. Pretty cool. And I was in heaven. I was enjoying myself, but my wife wasn't, because she wasn't comfortable. Because you see, this bike was cool. It was black, and it had chrome all over it. And it had this seat This seat, even the name was cool. It was called Gunslinger seat. That seat cut down real low, and it swept back over the back fender, and it had flames embroidered on it. It was just cool. But that seat, to my wife, was the devil itself. Because you see, where it swept back over that fender, that's where she sat. And that seat was about that wide and about that thick, and her butt was about, it was a little bit bigger than the seat. Hey, honey. I found eBay to be my friend. And after a little bit of searching, I found a seat that was a lot more comfortable, and we was on the road again. Now, it didn't take too long till we found a group of people that had the same passion that I did. They would go out on rides on Thursday nights and Saturday mornings, and they would ride from 200 to 500 miles. And somewhere along the way, they would stop for lunch or dinner. And they had a motto. Their motto was, live to ride and ride to eat. I was in heaven. This was my group. These were my people. So, more riding we did with these people, we found out that motorcycle riding's not just about being on the bike and eating. We found out that motorcycle riders are a special breed of people. That their hobby is an expensive hobby, trust me. And that they share themselves among a variety of causes. At Christmas time, we'd line up in a parade with 30,000 other bikes. Most of which were Harleys that had only ridden to the bar and back. Talk about an accident waiting to happen. But we'd get in this parade, and we would ride and take our toys to the Toys for Tots collection centers and drop them toys off. And I even put on some school supply drives and did a benefit. I raised $10,000 for these needy kids. My group would take these kids out on rides. You ought to see the smiles on their face. And even the kids were smiling. So, as you see, there is a dark side in me. But there's also a gentler, kinder side. That's brought out by riding motorcycles and helping kids in need. And that's pretty cool.